White flag raised, off and running in the Grade 1 Tattersalls Ireland Novice Hurdle. The trip is 2 miles, 8 flights to jump. It is Blake, Ballyfad, attended by Davy Crockett. On the outside is the mare Switch from Diesel, with in between horses King Roscoe Grey. In the white cap is Cocktail Brute, and then Talk the Talk, and starting 15, Le Divion Fawn, is followed by the Reverend, and then Mr. Pessimistic in the back marker. Having jumped 1 flight is Tyson Fury. Ballyfad presses ahead by length, heading on towards flights 2 and 3 past the stands, with Blake disputing second place with King Roscoe Grey in the quarters, and then Switch from Diesel and Davy Crockett. Not settled as of yet. On the inside, starting 15, and then Cocktail Brute and Talk the Talk. The Reverend next, and then Le Divion Fawn. Flight number 2, it's Ballyfad the leader, by over a couple of lengths to King Roscoe Grey, edging into second from Blake, and then Switch from Diesel, starting 15, and Davy Crockett, and then Cocktail Brute, the Reverend, Le Divion Fawn. On to the third, second flight past the stands, and it is Ballyfad and Jack Kennedy, heading towards the back straight, leading King Roscoe Grey, Paul Townend on the outside of Blake and Donna Myler. Improving onto their heels is starting 15 and Sean Flanagan, and then Switch from Diesel and Daniel King. Davy Crockett next, racing together Le Divion Fawn and Cocktail Brute, and then Talk the Talk, the Reverend, Mr. Pessimistic, and Tyson Fury remains the back marker with less than 10 furlongs to go. And it's Ballyfad by a couple of lengths to Blake, sharing second with King Roscoe Grey, and then Switch from Diesel contesting the fourth, with starting 15, followed by Davy Crockett and Cocktail Brute and Le Divion Fawn. Talk the Talk next, with the back three, the Reverend, Mr. Pessimistic, and Tyson Fury. On to the first of 3 in the back straight. Another 5 to jump. Almost at halfway, it's Ballyfad up over from King Roscoe Grey and Blake. Switch from Diesel next, on the inside starting 15, and then Davy Crockett as they reach the halfway stage. And it is Ballyfad over the next in the back straight. Pops it in a lead of a couple of lengths from King Roscoe Grey, and then Blake. Switch from Diesel starting 15, followed by Davy Crockett. Edging a little bit closer on the inside is Le Divion Fawn, and then Cocktail Brute and Talk the Talk. Racing towards the final 3/4 of a mile, and the last of 3 in the back straight. 3 more to jump, and it's Ballyfad continuing in the lead. Over this one, runs down the hurdle. King Roscoe Grey fairly close on the outside, and then Blake, starting 15, Switch from Diesel, tracked by Davy Crockett and Le Divion Fawn, Cocktail Brute and Talk the Talk, and the Reverend, Mr. Pessimistic, and last of all is Tyson Fury. Heading off the back straight with 2 flights left to jump, the Tattersalls Ireland Novice Hurdle. And it's Ballyfad joined by King Roscoe Grey. A break of a length to starting 15, who's just gone into third. From Switch from Diesel, shuffled back into fifth is Blake. Together next are Cocktail Brute and Davy Crockett, and then Le Divion Fawn, the Reverend, Talk the Talk. Still being held together at the back of the field as 2 behind, Mr. Pessimistic and Tyson Fury. They've really tightened up, heading towards the second last. King Roscoe Grey on the outside, into it first from Ballyfad, and then starting 15, Blake next, and then Switch from Diesel, Le Divion Fawn and Talk the Talk is starting to tick off 1 or 2. Cocktail Brute, the Reverend, Mr. Pessimistic, dropping out tamely is Davy Crockett, and continuing the back marker and losing its rider there on the turn of the straight, the Reverend and Harry Cobden. On the run of the final flight, King Roscoe Grey from Ballyfad. On the inside, mounting a challenge is Blake. Not much between these 3. Down the outside is Talk the Talk, then starting 15, Le Divion Fawn and Cocktail Brute, and Switch from Diesel. 1 left to jump, and precious little between. King Roscoe Grey landing with Ballyfad. Coming at them is Talk the Talk on the outside. Inside the final 100 yards, Ballyfad battles back on the inside. Talk the Talk to the near side. Ballyfad, Talk the Talk, goes to the judge. King Roscoe Grey right on top of them in third.